and she is in the center ring of the conservative circus right now. Senator McSally, how do you feel after last night's slugfest?
Hey, James T. I think we came off the top ropes. Look, this is an important decision for Arizonans, as you know. It's going to decide whether we have our freedoms protected and our safety and security, or whether we enable the radical left. So I wanted to make sure we took it to them. If the media wasn't going to ask him hard questions, I was going to do it myself, and make sure they realize that this is a guy who says nothing, literally nothing, pretends he's not a Democrat, pretends he's not been a political operative over the last decade. He's not bought and paid for by Chuck Schumer, sold out to China. This is what's at stake. He's enabled some of the most radical politicians to be elected because he bankrolled them, with his organization. And he will enable that, should the Senate majority flip. So that's what's at stake here. And I don't know. What do you think? I think we crushed them.
I tell you what, we just had James O'Keefe from Project Veritas in the center ring. And we were talking about the video that came out earlier this week, and another one earlier today, where you have the campaign workers for Mark Kelly talking about how he's basically lying to the people of Arizona that he really is a gun grabber, and once he gets into office, if they get their way, that's when the real deal will come out. It's a shame that we don't have a media that would bring that whole thing up during the debate, because the story broke before the debate, but that's something that I think a lot of Arizonans would like to know.
Right. I mean, I brought it up last night in the debate, that he's hiding. He's a counterfeit. He doesn't even talk about this issue. But in reality, he has been working with Robert Francis O'Rourke, otherwise known as Beto O'Rourke, again, Ilhan Omar, Jerry Nadler, Adam Schiff, Rashida Tlaib. He bankrolled these people to gain power with $57 million that he raised from the most extreme elements of the left. Which is all about taking away our Second Amendment rights. And so don't be fooled, everybody. There's a counterfeit going on here. I'm your Second Amendment senator. We are one vote away at the Supreme Court from losing our individual right to bear arms. I talked about this last night. Look at the Heller case. And he said last night he wouldn't vote yes on Judge Barrett, but if they get elected, he won't even answer whether they would get rid of the filibuster and then pack the courts. This is what's at stake through legislation and through activist judges taking away our Second Amendment rights. And I'm standing on the wall to protect our right to bear arms. And counterfeit Kelly is going to take away our rights.
Senator Martha McSally is in the center ring of the conservative circus. There was one question that was asked of Mark Kelly last night that I thought was surprising. They said, would you, if you were in the Senate, would you have voted to impeach President Trump? And he was like, yes. That was the one thing where he didn't hesitate on. And I'm like, okay, that is a play to the base. But when we look at that whole impeachment process, it was so fraudulent. And I think that in that moment, he said that he was just going to go along. That was just par for the course. He would go along to maintain that type of duplicity.
Yeah, think about that. He just told Arizonans that he would have voted to overturn the 2016 election, so their vote would not matter to put President Trump in office and remove President Trump from the ballot in 2020. Arizonans, wake up. I mean, this is what we're dealing with here. He fumbled on so many different questions, but he said he would have voted to remove the president from office. I sat on the Senate floor for that 3-week impeachment trial. That was the sham job that was rushed through to take away Arizonans' vote. This is just a little bit of a glimpse as to what you will see, should he gain power. But we're going to stop that from happening because, look, we care about freedom. We care about safety and security. We care about law enforcement and supporting them. I've got their endorsement. We care about border security. And he is an enabler of the radical left. And that's what's at stake in this election.
Senator, I tell you what, you only get one debate. I think you did very well yesterday putting the issue out there. Now it's a straight run to the election. What is it that you want the good people of Arizona to know?
Well, Arizona, we're ground zero to save the country, and your vote is so consequential for this race to hold the line for the Senate majority. If you want a fighter who's going to fight for your freedoms, who has fought for your freedom, cut your taxes, secure the border, support our military, confirm judges who are not going to legislate from the bench, then I'm your girl. I've got that record already. But if you want to enable the radical left to flip the Senate majority, to allow Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi to take away your freedoms, to pack the courts, to put activist judges on the bench, take away our Second Amendment rights, raise our taxes, have the government take over health care, that's what a vote for Mark Kelly is for. This is
we just Senator Martha McSally. She's given a passionate plea there. Yeah, the choice is